It's time for JSU Today, a program featuring some of the exciting people, places, and events at Jacksonville State University. With your host, Mike Hathcock.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to JSU Today, a weekly program about Jacksonville State University. On today's show, I'll be talking to Dr. Mark Fagan, the department head for sociology and social work at JSU. He has been named the Alabama-Mississippi Social Work Educator of the Year. In the weekly Welcome back to JSU Today, a program all about Jacksonville State University, and it is time for our Person of the Week segment. And today we're happy to have Dr. Mark Fagan. He is the department head in our Department of Social Work and Sociology. And Dr. Fagan, thanks for being on the program. We wanted to get you on because you have just won a big award, and we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. But tell me how you ended up here at Jacksonville State University and when you started here.
Well, Dr. Rebecca Turner and I came to JSU in 1981 and started offering, just the two of us, a minor in social work. And we eventually, after a few years, applied to the Alabama Commission on Higher Education to offer a major in social work. And we were approved of that, and we started offering that major in 1988. And then we went about getting national accreditation through the Council on Social Work Education, and we've had it reaffirmed through the years. And so the program has grown from 2 faculty members to 9 that we have currently, right, and 200 majors, and we're one of the largest undergraduate social work programs in Alabama and Mississippi. Right. So my years at JSU have been spent working to develop the social work program and doing my individual research on retirement and the economic impact of retirees and other areas of social work, and been able to provide service in those areas and be promoted to full professor and department head for the last 13 years over in sociology and social work.
You've been named the Instructor of the Year, Social Work Instructor of the Year for Alabama and Mississippi. That's got to be a big honor. How did that happen?
Well, I was very honored to get that recognition from my peers. Mm-hmm. And this association is composed of primarily of educators in social work in higher education in Alabama and Mississippi. And some of the schools in Alabama that are a part of this would be University of Alabama, Auburn, University of North Alabama, Montevallo, Troy, University of Alabama at Birmingham, University of South Alabama would be some of the larger ones, along with Troy State University. In Mississippi, we have the University of Mississippi, Mississippi State University, Southern Mississippi, Jackson State University in Jackson, mm-hmm. Right, and other smaller colleges over there as well as in Alabama.
When we talk about Department of Social Work or a social work degree, what does that really mean? What does a person do when they have a degree in social work?
Well, primarily at the undergraduate level, since our program was launched, right, we've graduated, at the end of December, we will have 1,164 graduates. Those graduates are working all over Northeast Alabama, Northwest Georgia, and in many other states. Right. They help provide child welfare services, services to the aged, health care services, mental health services. Those are primarily the main areas. There are other areas that social work is growing into. Right. But those encompass a lot of things, and many of our graduates are out there working as licensed social workers, which in order to be licensed in Alabama, they had to have an undergraduate degree in social work from an accredited program. And that was the main reason we were granted approval for our major in social work. Right. was to help meet the manpower needs for licensed social workers, primarily in Northeast Alabama. And we've been able to do that, and we're very proud of our graduates, and they're working in all types of areas.
Sounds like it's a very good area for your career. It sounds like it's an in-demand career. And we've got 200 majors, really grown tremendously since you said in the 80s. That's a big growth. And 200 majors, that makes you guys one of our larger departments.
Sure.
So it sounds like it's really something that's growing and maybe something that a lot of people are looking into right now.
Well, the thing is, students that go through our program get knowledge and skills that are very practical. And they basically learn how to work with people. They learn interviewing skills, practice strategies. They learn about the human behavior and social environment aspects. And then they learn all about working with the elderly, working with children, mental health, health care, and those are all large areas. With the economy as it's been, we've seen more family violence recently. Poverty's been a growing, unemployment has caused many social problems. And also with our population growing older every day, with those in their latest years having more disabilities, we're seeing a big increase in the demand for people to go out and work to help older people maintain independence as long as possible, live in their homes. But we also have social workers working in nursing homes, skilled care facilities, rehab facilities, but also attended living, assisted living facilities are beginning to use more and more social workers. And of course in healthcare, discharge planning is such a big part of that, and mental health needs as a result of the economy and other social problems.
Yeah, and with the age of our population, that's going to continue to increase.
Sure. And you know, we've been hearing a lot about sexual abuse lately at Penn State, for instance. That's the area that we specialize in, and that's been a very sad situation as we start to hear that story roll out, and we, you know, are very much aware of the problems that are associated with sexual abuse of children and the problems they develop later in life. And many of our social workers are out there working day to day at DHR, those that graduated from our program, and students that go out and do their field internship. It's much like practice teaching. They go out their last semester and actually do 450 hours that semester, 4 days a week. They work in the field under the supervision of a trained social worker. So we're very much involved in that, and we've been very interested in all the policy implications and everything involved, especially since it's a higher education facility.
Right. Now you are considered an expert in retirement areas. I think you've written a book. Is that true?
Correct.
And done a lot of, and I've read some of the. It's very, very interesting how retirement can affect an area.
Sure.
And you've been doing this for quite a while.
We started in the early 80s working with our Center for Economic Development over in our business school, and we were looking to see what could be done to help areas in Northeast Alabama to generate jobs and have economic growth and development. And we found that a lot of those counties didn't have the amenities to attract major industry or compete in what we call smokestack chasing or the silicon chip sweepstakes. But they did have what tourists and retirees were looking for. They had provided a nice quality of life, a lot of recreational amenities, cultural attractions, and so we pioneered the research to find out what 100 retirees would mean to a community. What would be the economic impact? And so we ended up, one of our first statements was that every retiree household that relocates to an area has the same economic impact as 3.7 factory jobs. So then I was released half-time from 1988 to 1992 to help the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs implement a statewide initiative to attract retirees to the area. Right. Much like we had a tourism agency and we had the Alabama Development Office that was attracting industry. As a result of that program, we worked with some 90 odd communities around the state that wanted to be involved. So we did the training and we went out and did the promotion and so forth, and we had annual conferences and got involved in getting that program launched. Interestingly enough, when the state retirement systems of Alabama decided to launch the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, they said that basically they wanted to do that to attract tourists, attract retirees, and to enhance the quality of life for existing industry and attract new industry. They would give Jacksonville State University the credit for the attract retiree component of that based on what we had been finding and what we had been doing, as that program has now been in existence for 20 years. Right. So we've seen that part, been involved in negotiation for 3 of the sites and helping the development of those sites, working with Dr. Bronner very closely. And it's just been very gratifying to see that roll out and what it's done for the state of Alabama. Tourism revenue over that 20-year period has gone from $1.9 billion to close to $10 billion a year, mostly because of the increased tourism and retirees that are coming in and spending money here in Alabama. And of course now they've built hotels around those facilities. And the third part of that project is that they are now looking at retirement housing, planned retirement housing down on the coast in Fairhope near the Grand Hotel, and in Auburn at their National Village over there by the Grand National. Right. So just been very exciting, and it lends a lot of credibility to what you're saying if someone goes out and spends $250 million.
Right, absolutely. Well, congratulations on your award, well-deserved awards, and all the work that you've done over the years concerning retirement. It's really benefited the state of Alabama.
Thank you, Mike. It only took me 31 years to get it.
Speaking of which, 31 years, are you even thinking about retirement?
Yes, I am.
Well, I know I'm thinking about it, but I know we're close to where you are.
I've wanted to make a career out of retirement, Mike. So anyway, yeah, I'm looking at making some plans as I move ahead.
Sure. Well, it's great to have you on the program.
Dr.
Mark Fagan, he's our department head of our social work and sociology department. A lot more coming up right after this break on JSU Today.